It is pumpkin season, so I decided today with the pumpkin that I had, I'm going to make it like a pumpkin tart or a pumpkin casserole, whatever you want to call it. And this is how we're going to begin. You will need a nice round casserole like this because we're going to put it in the oven. And we're going to put some olive oil under here and then put the pumpkin cut up in cubes like that, put it all over, and we are going to season it with oil, rosemary, some Italian seasoning, salt and pepper, and put an onion all cut up in here and bake it, okay? Then get some potatoes and cut them up like that and boil them, okay? And then put them aside. Then you're gonna need, you're gonna need it to put it in the oven, put some salt on it and bake it until they get mushy. Okay, so then in the same tray, I had some already done. So here they are, how it's gonna come out with the onion and all the seasoning and oil baked. This is how it comes out. The potatoes, after boiling, this is it. And you're gonna need a nice round tray or square, whatever it is that you have. Put parchment paper on. I like to put parchment paper on it so it doesn't get stuck underneath and you just peel it right off. Okay, and you're gonna need a puff pastry. This is the one that I buy. One sheet of this will cover this whole thing, okay? Then you're gonna need some grated cheese, some shredded mozzarella, some sun-dried tomatoes, right here, and some salt. Okay, let's show you. Okay, get a nice rolling pin and start rolling this out. I like to put mine on a parchment paper, roll it out in there, on that, so like that, I could just lift it nice and easy. You're gonna spread this nice and big. Okay, this is good enough. So now we're going to put this right inside this tray. You just get it with the paper and all, and just put it right on it. See how it peels right off? And you don't have a hard time putting it in. Now, it's gotta overlap. As you could see, I leave this on the edges out, because then we're going to fold it. Now we're going to fill this with the pumpkin and the potatoes. But first, we're going to mush it up a little bit. Show you. Okay, we're going to put this aside. We're going to get the pumpkin, just squeeze it up a little bit, puree it, but not really fully. I like to keep mine in like little chunks in there. And the pumpkin is kind of sweet. And with the onion, it gives it a nice taste too. So just, if you like it really, really pureed, then use the food processor. I like to do mine with just with the fork like this, and the same thing with the potatoes. Here it is. See, I still left some little chunks in there. Okay, now we mush the potatoes the same way. Okay, now they're both all meshed up like this. I left the little pieces in there. So you're going to put together this and the pumpkin, because you don't want it to go, once you put it in that crust, you don't want it to go all potatoes on one side and all pumpkin on the other. So you're going to put them, mix it nicely together. There we go. And mix it. Here we have it. You could even taste it like this. Really yummy. Okay. Now we're going to put this all inside this crust. This is very easy to make, just a little time consuming, but it's very easy. And some people, they just use the pumpkins for decorations, but in reality, pumpkin is very good to eat in any type of casserole. Even if you make a minestrone, you could put pieces of it right in here. And sometimes I make it sauteed with just garlic and oil. And I make a cornmeal pizza, and I crush it all in there, which is delicious too. Any type of way you make it. Pumpkin pie. Okay, so now this is all nicely filled. On top of this, we're going to put cheese, mozzarella, sun-dried tomatoes. Salt you don't need because you already have it in the pumpkin itself when you baked it, unless you like the extra salt, which is fine too. Okay. Now, I'm going to add first some sun-dried tomatoes. Just cut them up in pieces. Just like that. Not too many. And you also don't want to add any salt because sun-dried tomatoes already have salt in there. So don't make it, put salt and you make it too salty. So you just keep on doing this. Just use like 3 or 4 pieces of sun-dried tomatoes is enough. Okay, got these in. Just spread them nicely like that. Start adding some grated cheese. And some shredded mozzarella right here. Plenty of this. And here we go. Now we're going to start folding the puff pastry right over it. I'm going to form a nice crust around it. Doesn't have to be perfect. However you make it, sure it'll come out nicely. Okay. Okay, now I got an egg. I'm gonna beat it. In the meantime, I have the oven preheating at 350. Okay, now with a brush, you're going to brush this right on the pie crust, not on the pumpkin, although if it falls over it, it doesn't matter anyway. And you're going to do this all around. Okay, now just the way it is, you just put it in the oven. I would say until the whole thing of the crust gets nice and gold. This is going to puff up. So until it gets cold, because don't forget, the inside is already cooked. So you just want it to all simmer together. So just put it in the oven at 350 and wait until it's cold. I will show you when it's ready. Okay, here it is. Nice and hot. See how crusty you got, and puffy, puffy, puffy right here. So you're gonna let it rest a little bit and then you're gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it anyway just to show you. And you cut it just like a pizza if you want, or any which way. Smoking. Okay, let's see. And you have the paper underneath, so it comes right up. Got the crust right there. Okay. Look at this thing, it's nice and smoking. Here it is. Let's give it a taste. Look how good it looks inside. It's very hot. Let's see. It's really hot. I can't eat it, but the little bit I had, it is delicious. But I got a nice glass of Chablis. You're fine, and enjoy making it. It is delicious. Buon appetito and un brindisi alla vita. Ciao ciao.